got them right away. And so you know that going in. So like, don't be a poser. Like when I bought my motorcycle jacket and my helmet and stuff, motherfucker, I'm not gonna put no rocket ship on my back. It's not. But the back of my jacket doesn't say like see you later or eat my dust or something. Yeah. If anything, it's got a flashing light that says "Don't mind me."
Don't mind me.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not here to be a poser. Like I want you to know right off the bat, hey, noob here. I'm here to learn. So it doesn't say like Demon Slayer or like Billy Badass on my shit.
How about it says you're here for a good time, not a long time?
No, it's just the opposite. It says I'm here for a long time, not a good time. I'm around. My bike can eat corners alive, and I'm just like lazing. like I went out today. That was nice.
Did you?
I did too. Honda 650 something ABS
650R or something like that. Or
I don't think it's the R. It's a naked street bike. I don't know. It's a 650cc, maybe 649. It's a 4-cylinder bike. It sounds really nice. It's red and gold. I like it a lot. I love how it looks. I would, if I had to choose between never looking at it again while it was sitting or never riding it again, I think I'd pick never riding it again. Like I love to look at it. I have thought so many times about wheeling it into my house and just putting it on like in the corner of the living room
just to look at it.
And I was so close to doing it multiple times. I was just scared to ride it through the living room. I did it once, parked it in there overnight. I was like, God damn, she looks good. I'm cleaning it up. House stinks like gasoline when I walk out. Motherfucker. And like a couple times
on your carpet.
It was all hardwood, but like revving that bike up in a house is such a cool noise.
Every time I go through like a tunnel or like under a bridge or something, I'd pull in the clutch and hit the throttle.
It's a requirement. Yeah. And I don't think you're being a poser then. It's just like you just have to do it. Every bridge, if you can, you got to rev. At least.
Are you a big biker, Joshua?
Yeah, I have so many bikes. I have a Triumph 1200 Scrambler. I have a KTM 1290 Super Adventure.
Oh, I have an 890.
Nice. And then a 450 Honda 4-stroke. I don't know. I got a bunch. There's a bunch of 450. Yeah, a bunch of trails. I just back out of the driveway.
Cool. Woody is. You sound like Woody's best friend. You should. Woody already wants to invite you on his next like cross country trip. Woody goes on these like crazy cross country adventure bike tours. He's done some group rides. I don't know why I'm telling you his story, but I think I'm better at telling. He's done some group rides, and he's done some he did a solo ride around the holidays where he had a deadline on his return so that he could have Christmas with his family. And knowing that, he went where to where, Woody?
I went from North Carolina to Southern California and then back down Nevada and then back down to North Carolina.
How long that
by
takes?
Himself on a fucking whim on that KTM. Yeah. Was it the KTM? Yeah, it was.
It was the 890. It was like 16 to 18 days, something like that. That's the range.
You were camping the whole time, or you?
No, I didn't camp. It was December.
Okay. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do that. I did camping for the Smoky Mountains. I did camping for the Mid-Atlantic Backroad Discovery Route, the Colorado trip, but not that one.
See, I am a poser biker. See, that thing. I like to go and go slow. I don't think I've been faster than maybe over 100. I usually keep that thing at like 60 or 70 and just cruise around. I like going slow. I like people looking at me on the bike. I like going through intersections and how it sounds. I like going slow. I really am scared to like lay that. It's not that I don't trust it laying it over. It's my biggest fear is a road hazard sending me into the woods on a corner in Georgia and no one knowing that I skidded off into those woods. Like there's a lot of like I could just get flung out into that kudzu if it's like this leafy growth we have here in Georgia that's thick and like you'd be in there crippled. Like
might cushion your blow a little.
What if I break my pelvis and I'm like down there like trying to crawl up a hill and like I can or whatever, and I'm down there for, you know what I mean? I have those thoughts, right? It's a little bit like that. So I usually take it real easy. But Woody goes on some goddamn adventures that would scare me. like just getting lost out there. That watch is a tremendous thing that you've got. Like that would make me feel so much safer about about doing stuff like that.
A Garmin InReach. So there's like an SOS button that'll call a helicopter.
Oh, that's nice. Does that have like a monthly charge?
The new iPhones do something like that. What did you say, Josh?
Does your little button have like a monthly charge you have to pay for, or is it just?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here's the story on that new iPhone feature. That is blowing up 911 operator stations with false readings.
I've heard.
Yeah, it's a
roller
real
coasters like got a big thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it lately, so I wonder if they improved the software or if it's just an old story.
Yeah, I guess I haven't heard about it lately either. You would think it would be like a quick fix, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that, like, I guess it's an accelerometer, maybe measuring G-forces, deceleration.
Is it just auto call 911? Is that what they're supposed to do?
It thinks you've been in an auto accident.
Okay.
I guess it, man, but what if you get hit by, I don't know how it works, but it was interesting that it was like making all those calls that shouldn't have been made.
Yeah. On the motorcycle thing, so I've been teaching my wife to ride a motorcycle, and she's a slow learner. So we've spent like a good year in the subdivision, just like doing U-turns all under like 25 miles an hour. I don't need to like pump my own tires, but guys, I am so fucking good at like parking lot drills now. You need U-turns, figure eights, anything 12 miles an hour and under. I am really good. Like, I do it. Like,
let me ask you this: can you do it on the big bike?
Any bike. I can do it on the Goldwing, the 890.
Oh, so that's a different story.
I can do it on a Supermoto. I can do it on a Grom. I have, I don't know how many bikes. I think I have 8 motorcycles. I have 5. Jackie has 3, and but I ride them all. And so,
I ride them all.
So, like, yeah, any bike. And with a passenger too. Like I could do all those.
Oh my god!
Too.
All right, yeah, that's a lot of talent. I've seen. Have you ever seen the police department?
Yes, they're better than me. I'm not that good. I would love to try it though, because I think I could do the course. I just see how fast they do it. That's impressive.
So the Goldwing is a big like cruiser type motorcycle that has all that shit on it. For anybody who's wondering, often they'll have those big back seats with a chunky bitch on the back, and like. They're also what a lot of the police cruisers, certainly on the West Coast, like employ those big bikes. And I've seen where they do. I don't know if it's if they're just getting qualified or if it's a competition. I think it's the latter. But they're going through very slow, intricate maneuvers. Like it wouldn't be measured in miles per hour because they're creeping along, like doing very crazy. I'd fall right over. I'd fall right the fuck over. I had to put my foot down on when I was getting my license. I put my foot down at least once when I was doing like the out and back figure eight thing. Like I would definitely drop that goddamn Goldwing. How much does it weigh?
Probably
8 something, 850, 8 like
it's a lot.
That's a really heavy bike.
For reference, I can pick my bike up.
You can pick this one up too. You don't have to lift it in the air to pick it off the ground. I'm sure you could do it.
I mean, it's so big.
Oh, I can literally get mine up off the ground. Mine's like 400 pounds or something like that. You can just lean back and almost deadlift that bitch. But your bike, if your bike fell on you,
you're in trouble.
On me would be tricky.
Pinned.
Yeah.
Like let's say like the gas tank is right here.
I mean, it usually traps a leg. Like that's the more common thing.
But it really traps it, I would imagine. Like that's heavy.
Well, you would imagine your leg's broken and maybe bent like how it's not supposed to be around the bike.
Challenge.
And you're down in a ditch as well, creating even more angle. What do you do? Pull your leg out from under the bike, making it do this like rubber band type
When
shit?
I was on the Trans-America Trail, my friend's bike fell on him and I had to pick it off of him.
Sticking out.
And I'm like, I can't fathom this. His bike it's a Honda 650L, if people know it. It's like a big dirt bike. And I'm thinking I could have easily gotten out from under that bike. What happened? What's there? And he's like a full-sized American. And I don't know why he couldn't get it off. But when I crashed and broke my leg in Colorado, off doing the jumps off-road, I needed a buddy to pull the bike off my broken leg. And it's like, well, I'm glad I wasn't alone. Took it more carefully when I was solo.
You'd have gotten it off.
Yeah.
Like after
even
if you had to.
I think I'd have managed. I mean, my leg was broken and it took months to heal, but I also rode a couple 100 miles through the
Woody's a like Woody would be one of those guys on the survival show who like did that crazy. Like, yeah, that's when I realized I had to cut the arm off.
I hope.
He screamed.
Thankfully, I had my favorite knife.
My
Look at the
Leatherman.
features. Like,
I always have a knife. I got a knife.
just talking about the features of the knife again. We can cut it. Just keep him talking. Like,
Does your KTM have like the braces on the side for your bags?
No, I use the Moscow Moto Reckless 80, so it just straps on.
Because the 1290 that I have, I've taken it up like this super, I don't know, pretty steep gravelly hill, and as I was going, I did not have enough momentum, and this is like my third day of having it, so of course I automatically think I know what I'm doing. So I go up this steep hill, and I get to the top, I run out of inertia, momentum, and then I'm pretty sure I'm going to die at that point because I'm going to come straight back down.
Yeah.
But then I don't know, I kind of like tilted it to one side and just fell underneath it as we both just slid down the hill. And the only thing that kept me from being crushed were those little bag holders, those metal,
the pannier racks things. The move is, you probably know this, but if you're failing a hill climb, turn right, like before you get to a total stop. And that way your left foot goes on the hill. It's nice and it's easy to reach. And your right foot goes on the brake. And you can just saw the handlebars and point it back down, like, or you just keep going.
What do you mean, like stop on the incline and like try and lean?
Well, the goal is to like, all right, I got 10 feet to go, and I'm pretty sure I can go 3 more. This is our problem. Turn right, and now you can put your left foot on the top of the hill and your right foot on the brake, and work your way back down the hill.
Yeah. He's turning around. We're going back
you're
down.
turning around. Yeah,
we want this thing. This thing goes in one direction.
Yeah, and if you turn left,
aren't usually...
you don't have the brake, and that it just puts you in a trickier spot.
Yeah, there's no reverse.
I mean, so to be fair, I was trying to. My girl's dad, he rides bikes, and I have 2 bikes, and I was like, "Here you go, try it out." He's like, "Oh, I've done this before," and so I was trying to follow him, and I'm expecting him to be like some boomer that doesn't know how to ride, and this dude's kicking my ass, and I'm doing everything I can to keep up with him on a 250 on my 1290, which is obviously skill issue, right?
Yeah.
So.
But wait, the 250 is easier to do in this scenario.
Yeah. So, but at the time I was pretty inexperienced, and it was a pretty dumb move on my part. But he went up that hill, and I'm just like, of course I can do that too. And then, I'm just like, I hope he realizes that I'm not behind him. How long is this going to take? Yeah. And so he came back, and that's helped me lift it up. But like, I should have done that. Yeah, I was just peer pressure by my girl's dad. I don't know. It felt kind of bad, to be honest. It's like I'm getting whooped by this guy, my 250. But okay.
Dude, that's super common. Like something about motorcycling is so technique based that guys who are not nearly as athletic as you might be able to outride you.
Yeah.
Before we
there's a lot. It seems there's a lot of different kinds of motor. Oh, you got D-Rads.
Yeah. Before we jump to the next thing, we're going to hear from a couple of wonderful sponsors. This episode of PKA is brought to you by Blue Chew. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Let's talk about sex. Guys, shouldn't you always be at your best? 2023 is the year to maximize your performance in the bedroom. Listen up, BlueChew.com. Blue Chew is a unique online